Hi again. So I figured I had enough time to make another video and finish part 2 um, of my little mini Perks of Being a Wallflower mini-series. I sort of let my book out, so pretend I have the book right here. Oh, but anyway, so Perks of Being a Wallflower, my previous video was more like movie and book comparison-ish. But so this one is more just like my experience with the book and why I think you should read it. So anyway, so just sort of brief info about the book if you haven't read it yet. Perks of Being a Wallflower, written in 1990, well, it takes place in 1991, written by Stephen Chbosky, and it tells a story. It's written in letter form. A boy who calls himself Charlie writes a letter to him. It's just pretty much a complete stranger, um, about his first year of high school. And so Charlie starts off high school with, his brother just left for college to play football for UPenn. His sister is a senior at his high school, and just know that she doesn't hate him, but she just doesn't want to associate with him just because she's a senior, he's a freshman, and there's just that animosity. Um, and his best friend just killed himself. And also Charlie is an extremely socially awkward, socially, like, I have to say an educated, like, and stupid at the same time, person. So if you think of like a shy and quiet person and just like put that in overdrive, and then you have Charlie. Um, so he starts off his freshman year, and he doesn't have any friends at first, but then he meets a guy from his woodshop class named Patrick, and Patrick is a senior, and they become friends and whatever. And Patrick has a stepsister named Sam, whom Charlie quickly develops a crush on. So a lot of other stuff happens in the book throughout his year and throughout the summer after his freshman year, and just like other stuff about like friends of Patrick and Sam that also become friends with Charlie, and Charlie's first girlfriend, ooh, Charlie's first girlfriend, and also just like family stuff. And there's also a lot about his Aunt Helen, who's like his favorite person ever before she died. Um, and yeah, it's sort of like everything mixes together and everything. So there's not like one strict plot line like he's gonna go save the king or something, but it's just pretty much what happens throughout the year. So, anyways, I really got into the book. A lot of my friends didn't who borrow the book. It's very much a you like it and you get into it, or you just can't get it. So for me, I'm a very outside of YouTube. I'm a very, very, very introverted person. I'm that quiet person. I'm like, honestly, I could go a week without talking and no one would notice. But so for me, seeing Charlie be so incredibly introverted, it was like, okay, I'm not the most quiet person out there. And a lot of his decisions, a lot of his thoughts and actions, I could see myself doing, and I could like identify, like, okay, I see where you're coming from. Some of the stuff, some of the more extreme stuff, it's like, you idiot, Charlie, you don't do that. If you read the book, you will eventually figure out what I'm talking about. But would you just read it? It's a hit for you to read it. So yeah, so that for a lot of my friends, especially like the extremely extroverted ones, they had a hard time getting into it because they were just like, I don't get what's going on. This kid is so bizarre and weird. In which I have nothing against them, but it's certainly you have to be in the right mindset, and also because a lot of it, since it's not like third person, it's very first person. It's Charlie writing letters essentially. Um, if you can't figure out Charlie's mind through his reading, then it's not going to make a lot of sense for you. So that was kind of what I got from it, and I really liked it. Very easy read, not for little kids, but it's a very easy read. You can sit and read it in a few hours if you wanted to. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could dissect it like any other text in English. Like go ahead, attack it, pull it apart, find the deeper meaning, find connections to other texts and whatnot. Oh, also variously mentioned through are a bunch of songs and a bunch of other pieces of literature, which you don't necessarily have to read. It helps if you read them, but if you know like the general gist of what happens in the books of literature that Charlie reads throughout the year, then you'll understand sort of like his comments about them. So yeah, um, so what I got out of the book was essentially, participate in life. That's how Charlie puts it. He needs to participate. Don't be a wallflower. Like, get in there and enjoy life. YOLO, carpe diem, whatever. Um, because I guess a lot of the stuff that happens to Charlie, okay, participate, but do so wisely. Because a lot of what Charlie does is he tries to do what he thinks is right by just completely like making himself like bow down to what other people's wants and what they want and what they want. When in reality he's not doing what they need. And on occasion he does do that, but it's just, don't forget to like pay attention to your own needs, but don't confuse other people's wants with their needs, because you might just actually be harming someone, um, because you think you're doing the right thing but you're not. But also just participate in life. Find friends. Find someone you can lean on, and when you find those people that you okay, some of them you could fall in love with, but like just find people you can lean on when stuff gets hard. You know, I mean, develop that friendship and live life with them, because they, okay, I can only say so much without giving away like the entire like ending of the book, but just because when life gets hard, you're gonna need these friends, but be careful what you do, because it can end, you can screw things up really quickly. I know it's not coherent, but that's just what I got from it. Just participate in life and have fun and get to know people, but also be extremely, extremely careful with what you do, because you could end up severely hurting someone, or maybe not hurting them, but just not helping the situation any better. But don't forget that you also have wants and needs, and that maybe if you handle your wants and needs incorrectly, it can screw with other people's wants and needs too. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. I might be doing more of these little book reviews. I have like 200 books in my library, so I have plenty of material to choose from. Um, so yeah, I definitely recommend the book. If you can't get into it, don't worry, you just can't. But definitely, if you can't get into the book, at least go see the movie, because the movie was also, it was, I think, like definitely directed by Sam Joelson. I'm pretty sure the screenplay was written by him too. And it has awesome actors like Logan Lerman and Ezra Miller and Emma Watson, and it's not Seth MacFarlane. Somebody plays Charlie's teacher, and he's very famous. Um, but yeah, I definitely recommend it. So yeah, I will see you in my next video.